G'day everybody. I want to talk about the inverter and battery systems on a day like today. Be a good time to show you something and tell you something. Now, when it comes to off-grid systems, you could run off-grid if I wanted to at the moment, if you had to. And what you do on certain days like today, it's not just white, cloudy, thin cloud. So you can have different cloud days where it's like cloudy and it's white cloud, and I can bring in probably still half my power because it all depends on the UV rays getting through and stuff, right? And then there's some days where it's really stormy or a storm's around and you got really thick clouds like we've got today. They're really thick. The storm's hanging around. Yeah, meow meow. I'm bringing you insane, okay? You had your out time. She needs to go out every now and then. She goes out there and she goes meow 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 and does that. So I'll bring her in because she gets a bit out of control, a bit annoying out there for people, and she just carries on. So I'll bring her in soon. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. See, it's bringing in 245. Yes, hang on a second. Watts at the moment, and we're using 325, 24 it's doing. So we're 100 odd short. So you could be off grid for a while and use your batteries if you needed to, or you just turn off some things and not use so much. And the only thing that'll probably kick in up and down when it comes to using too much would be your fridge. So you get down to hardly nothing, and then if you can even have a little bit of extra wattage, an extra 40 or 50 or 100 if you can, watts on a bad day, so it can charge your battery up again for your fridge when it kicks in and out, because you'll need that backup extra power. But other than that, if you want more power, you got to go back on grid, which is what we've done, because we're using the kettle. Sometimes we use the gas stove. It all depends. That if I had a tea recently, you can just quickly use the kettle because it's hot, or I might do it on the stove because the gas is a little cheaper, but things are getting to roughly the same cost. So I just play around with those two. But you know what I mean when it comes to off-grid stuff. So we're just back on at the moment, so I just put it back on. I went off for a little bit, and I'll put it back on, go off, but I try not to use the batteries too much because they're more for me backup for when I need a little extra power every now and then than to be totally off-grid while I'm in town. And we can use the power at night when it's cheaper, or charge up the batteries at night. Sometimes give them a little booster, makes them work when they float around low, and occasionally you need to give it a good boost. So I give it a charge at night sometimes and boost it right up to full capacity of the batteries, and then let them do their thing again. But anyway, I thought I'd just chuck that out there. Off-grid systems and what I do a bit. See, on a normal light cloudy day, I can still get about 1,000 watts, which is pretty good if it's thin clouds. But yeah, when it comes to stormy clouds, you don't get much. They're the times that screw you around when you come off grid. And that's when you have another system, like when stormy clouds play up this, well, that's when you'd want a wind generator. I've got a small one there, but it doesn't really do much for me. But a big version of it would be good. And you can, wind comes in and then you power off your wind turbines. You sort of balance that out when it comes to that. But anyway, bye-bye. Or if you got a creek, you can run generators through a creek and all that kind of stuff. See ya. Have a good one. Bye. Yes, I'm getting you right now, babies. Time to let the cats in, and hopefully the birds settle down. Got to bring them in certain times or watch them when I can watch them to make sure they're not doing any of their cat prowling. But they're pretty good now. They're starting to get used to everything and know what to do when you tell the cats off, and they've had their accidents. And it was probably bound to happen. I was hoping it wouldn't, but things do happen. But they're coming in a minute, and I'm going to have a balance, and we've got a small place, so got to try to make things work without bad accidents happen, eh? We don't want to get those bad accidents. So you got to keep an eye on things. But we make it work. Bye-bye.